So, this is Rostock. It's not my home turf. I'm from northern Germany. Anyhow, as you can see, this feels like home for me because in Kiel it looks basically the same. And we have a talk today about, again, digital transformation. If you look from the outside, there are kind of old-fashioned, traditional, backwards thinking, but their topic for the year is digital transformation. And some of them say like, oh, I cannot hear it, this buzzword, and what is that? My goal for today is, and that's why they asked me to come, is to show how do you actually do that? Like, how do you do it hands-on and transform your business? And it's not that complicated. What I always do is, to make it simple, I separate digital transformation in three main areas. The business model itself, so how you make money, that is changing for sure because every business will be a digital business in the future. The customer experience, so stuff like that, but we have the iPhone now for 10 years this year, so like smartphones and screens are becoming the norm. Mobile is not only first, but mobile only. So the customer experience can be stuff from Uber checkout versus calling a taxi. I mean, when you leave an Uber, you just get out of the Uber and it's paid. So this is kind of the customer experience. And these first two areas, most of the businesses are aware of that they are important and they tackle them. And there are a lot of projects going on. And then the third area is the operations. So anything that is related to processes within the company, to communication, how your people work and how that is changing. And this, from my experience, from the numerous projects and clients we have, is totally underrated in companies. This is the area that is the easiest to tackle, but totally underrated, because people say like, well, give them something like Slack instead of emails, give them something like shared documents, and it's not that important. And me, as the business owner, I don't want to cope with all the stuff that's happening there. But this is the part where it goes down to the detail, but the impact is massive. Because just take the example of someone going on vacation, and for them, where I'm talking today, it's a big issue, even in larger companies, when one person who's responsible for one building leaves for a vacation, usually that project or that building related projects is not taken care of anymore. For us, for example, it's completely normal that all the information is shared, but also in shared documents, so you never have the question like, what document should I check and read on? When I prepared the presentation for this talk this morning, I just left a message in our main channel for the company and said, can someone read over my presentation? They don't have to log onto the server. I could actually see on the screen that they were correcting the presentation. Sounds minor and simple, but the impact is huge because people start working in a different way with a different responsibility, and they feel what digital actually means. So that's why I think that's a very hands-on starting point to get your company to digital transform the way they work, the way the people work. Why are tools like Slack or WhatsApp so important for that? Slack has such a big impact because it's super easy for people to adopt it. It's nothing else than a messenger tool, for example, but shifting from very intransparent communication to a very transparent communication, because we used email in the wrong way, like closing down groups, not sharing mails or having too many mails, to a very transparent channel-related conversation is also part of that. So that's why I think the operations is strong. It's very easy to start and make a change and make a difference with tools, but also with methods on how to work. There are a lot of ideas out there. And then you get your people in this mode of, okay, we want to change, we want to try something new. And this is how you overcome this fear of digital transformation is just a buzzword and we don't know what's happening and we wait for everyone else. This guy listened to me. I told him operations is super important, so focus on the stuff. This guy didn't listen to me.